Alright, we're going live. As soon as I remember which button it is I have to press.
Seriously?
Are you that rusty?
No, I just played the other day, but, like, I changed some stuff, and now there's different buttons. Hi, everyone. Hello. So, why is there a blank square? Oh, Thorn. Thank you. So, hi, everyone. We're here. I'm freezing to death because it's cold in my house. And the heat is on. It's just the sudden temperature drop gotta hit faster than the heat can heat up the house. I don't know, but it's cold. Like I usually have the hat on, but I push it back. I keep the sweater open. No, I am like, oh my god. Anyway, that's that.
You wouldn't think so with the flames going on behind you.
That's not. That's a light. That's not flames. I wish it was flames right now.
I was about to say if it was flames, that would be a problem.
It's
Nobody
like,
puts a fireplace that high up.
it's the reflection.
I know that was a joke, so.
Yeah, no, it's cold.
Because you're in.
So, and then I just saw the news, and we got like a winter storm coming. So it's like, oh great, this is gonna be a fun weekend. So that's it. But welcome in. We got some exciting adventures stored for everyone, hopefully. And with that, I'm going to let everybody introduce themselves and talk about themselves and their characters. So, who would like to go first? Elios, you volunteered. You're muted.
Cool. I'm not muted. Don't
You're just the
tell me
first
that.
one I saw move.
That's fair. Hello. I'm Thorn. I play Elios on Tuesdays, which is today. He is a kobold sorcerer. He made some kobold friends, and has made some not kobold friends who he travels with. He was teaching Vero how to shock people, and it was funny.
You successfully taught me.
This is true. Successfully taught Vero how to shock people.
I forgot about that.
I'm going to regret it later, but that's fine.
He's on a quest to find his brother and thinks he might be getting close.
Yay. Alright, go ahead, Vero.
I'm Rhino. I play Vero. I'm our wood elf monk who doesn't kill people and can now shock people once per long rest.
Also, it doesn't hurt. His throat
And no,
is
it does
fine.
not hurt. Fine, maybe not, but no, it does not hurt.
Yes. Alright, Songbird, you're next.
Hi, I'm Lady Madela, mainly known as Lady M here on Twitch, and I play Songbird, the bard who just wants to make her mentor happy.
Your
And
mentor's
still
dead.
confused on whether the mentor is awake, is alive or not.
You're barred from knowing that.
That's one. You're not late,
What?
V. We just started.
Starting early tonight.
Vero
We gotta start somewhere.
Vero could shock people once per long rest, but only on thick carpeting.
That's good. That would be hilarious.
Hold up. Let me spin my feet up. Okay, fun.
As a bonus action, I shuffle my feet.
Right?
How much of your movement speed do you want to use? It'll increase the damage.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, keep him away from balloons.
Oh, God.
I use all 50 feet of my movement shuffling my feet.
Hey, it didn't add a pun. Why didn't it? Oh, I did the wrong command, didn't I?
Because you, yeah, you did.
It's add
I was about
pun?
to go in there. It's like, it's add pun.
Thank you. That's better. Okay,
I
and
remember
then...
you always like to put ass pun.
Yes, I
I
remember
know, I
that.
was about to say, do we have another ass pun in the
Listen,
chat?
I haven't done it in so long. All right, go ahead, Jania.
I'm Foxy Project here on Twitch and on the YouTubes. I play Jinya, the High Elf Cleric, who has been banished from her home and is trying to figure out, what the hell is going on and what we're doing moving forward.
Yay. Okay. This has got to go. This should go.
Aren't we about to
down.
fly? We're about to fly. We can fly. we can
Yeah,
fly.
V, you missed the pun. Okay. So, when you were last together, you guys basically were invited into a hunting lodge where there were some guests and some kobolds and some people that you weren't sure about. There was trolls guarding the areas outside. You managed to avoid all of this and get invited, thanks to Elios, to a dinner. At the dinner, you met Talius the White, a very upset, disgruntled employee of the cult, who has decided that while she still wants to gain rank in the cult, she is going to use you to thwart the actions of Resmir because it will help her get ahead. Everybody remember?
Actually.
Okay. So that's basically where we left off. You guys were sitting at the table. If you had any questions, any input, or anything before you were basically fed, given some tea, and left for the evening to get some rest. They actually gave you a room too, I think. Yes, they did give you a room.
Most awkward bed and breakfast.
It's
I was
very
about to say I'd hope so because I'd hate to sleep in another tree.
No. They gave you rooms. I'm on the wrong floor, but they did give you rooms. They
I
give
don't
you
wanna
like
be in the tree. It's just some weird hut.
they actually offered you an entire suite.
Sweet.
Fancy.
Ooh.
I feel like that should have counted.
It does.
Okay.
Working on it.
Thank you. So, if you have no questions after the meal, pretty much everyone will
I
eat
feel
in
like
silence.
I had a question last game.
I thought you did too, and I was waiting for you to ask it.
I don't remember it.
Oh. Well,
In classic style of not playing in so long, I forgot
it's really only been 2 weeks,
long enough.
I guess. Well, that's fair.
He's been busy in those 2 weeks.
I don't. Why? Why? All right. I don't. And you didn't tell me the question, so I can't help you.
I don't know what it myself, so how can I tell you? I'll fill you in as soon as I fill myself in.
All right. I'll wait for you to tell me so I can remember.
Okay.
Anybody else know what the question might have been? No.
No, but I remembered
Not a
more things
clue.
that happened.
You remember more things that happened? Like what?
She taught us a greeting for getting to Skyreach.
She taught you basically a response or a passphrase, not to get there, but when you're there and people talk to you, this might be useful. Do you remember what it was?
All hail Tiamat. And the
And
it's a
response
5.
is, they shall rise.
Mm-hmm. And it's a 5-finger salute.
Okay. Yes, that is very true.
And she explained about the banners,
And as
passcode.
we're approaching the castle, just fly casual.
Fly casual. Okay.
To which we are flying. What are we flying on? I called them
Wyverns.
weird.
We're gonna learn how to ride
They haven't-
wyverns.
Yeah, they're gonna teach you how to fly a wyvern. 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 Okay. So, if you guys don't have any questions or anything like that, the meal will continue in silence. The whole time, Talis will kind of eat her food, looking at all of you over, not over her plate, but basically just, looking down and looking up at you at the same time that, just watching you. She has a little smirk.
Always watching, Wazowski. Always watching.
I don't think you should do that with your voice.
I didn't have to do anything with it.
I didn't think he was working on that. I think it just came out naturally.
No, I don't think you should do that. You should try to heal. Work on healing. Ooh. Okay. So, any questions? Fine. Go to your rooms. Elios, you know the way.
Oh, wow.
I lead the way.
Okay. So, Elios will take you down the corridor, lead you down the flight main stairs, through a doorway, and they will lead you all into here. Is this everybody? Yes. I don't know if you're all going to fit on the map correctly. I feel like somebody's going to get jumped into a wall or something. Yep.
I bet it's going to be me.
Okay. So they'll lead you into this corridor. You'll see 2 bedrooms and a doorway with a study. This is your suite. It is just off the kitchen. You can hear people working in the kitchen. Oh, I should probably share the map with you.
That would be lovely.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, Janelle was on it.
crap.
What happened to the rest of you?
I hadn't hit the button to go to it yet.
Where is the corner?
What did you say, Vero?
Said I hadn't gone to the button to go to the new map yet.
Oh. Also, so I got my new low profile arm and I'm very happy with it. But I'm counting on chat to let me know if I'm peaking or talking too loud because I might have to make adjustments. Because now the mic is literally like that far away from me. It's right there. So I have to get used to that.
Are we going to take bets how many times he whacks the mic?
No. Why are you putting... Listen, I know how to like restrain myself. You're the one that flails about.
Well, I know I do, but
I'm freezing. My hands are in my pockets practically. I got one hand on the mouse and the other one's in my pocket. So I don't think I'll be flailing. Depends on the game too. I might play a game and get upset and that would be a bad thing. But right now, no, we should be fine.
Should be.
Thanks for the favor.
All right, so we're in our room.
Yes. Well, I guess. You guys are standing in the corridor right now.
which one? Oh, I guess the one with the beds would be the room.
Yes. So,
Wait,
this
is
is
that 2 rooms?
this is a study. This is a room. This is a room.
Okay. Hang on. Wait, where's the doors?
The little round thing, the red things that look like squares. They are the
Just they're
doors.
under the tokens.
But I left all the doors open, so you should just be able to walk in.
Ah,
Rhino has been given inspiration because V is very generous. Stop it. Roz is going to go down here and lay down by the fireplace. Where are you going, Vero?
You left the door open. I mean, it was inviting me.
That was the way you came in. I mean, you could go out there. I just need to know, is that what you're actually doing?
So,
He's checking out the surroundings. He's
Right.
casing the joint.
So that room right there is basically a hunting room. And there's trophies hanging on the walls. There's tables. I'll read it. The room is warm and comfortable with a large fireplace, stuffed leather chairs, and a table set with smoked sausage and candles. A tapestry displays a magnificent white stag above a valley with a pair of green dragons soaring overhead, and deer, boars, and hedgehogs hiding amongst the leaves and trees below. That's the room you're in, Vera.
cool.
The walls each have a trophy or two, including 2 fine mountain goat heads, an elk head with a 10-point rack, a giant eagle's head and talons, a metallic bull's head, a griffin head and 4 claws, and the head of a white furred boar with tusks as long as daggers. The room seems otherwise deserted, except for Roz, who's laying down in front of the fireplace.
Definitely a hunting room. What is this room?
That's the entrance.
Oh, that's the
That's-
entrance. Okay.
Yeah, so this is the staircase that you just came down. So you came down that way, walked this way, and then went into there.
Okay.
Okay. So I can describe the room because you guys would have saw it. So I will tell you. The central hallway has stairs, large wooden doors, and a set of fine plate armor. Flanking the main entrance are two freestanding suits of elven plate armor, both coated in chipped green paint. Man-sized demonic statues stand near the base of the stairs.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay.
The corridor you're in is pretty much empty. The room that you're in, Ginia and Elios, this room is dark and cold, furnished. Furnishings include a bed covered with blankets and furs, a small desk with an unlit oil lamp on top of it, a washstand, a chamber pot, and a brazier of coals. The window is shuttered. Pretty much the other room is the same.
Well, Ginny's gonna light the fire because it's cold
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
and we need to be warm.
All right. So
You know, try to get ahead of the cold.
I feel like there was a dig there. It was very clever.
Can neither confirm nor deny.
All right. So you guys basically light the little braziers of coals, which quickly will heat up the rooms. And as I said, food has been left in the main like suite area where Roz and Vera are. Well, Roz, Vera, and Astrid. Why are you Songbird?
I'm not moving. Are you moving me?
I am because your token looks weird.
Oh,
Just
I
your
thought it was
face.
just a... Ouch.
Oh no, I know what it is. Okay. So you guys, when I pick on your things, your colors highlight around. Your color just happens to be red, so it looked like the red of the token expanded. And I was like, why is he doing that? It's just a targeting thing.
Okay.
So I'm doing it so chat can see it. So you see how it just targets. His is green. It's the colors they chose for their dice and stuff, or whatever. No, the arrows. I think it's for their arrows. Okay. So, unless you all plan on doing something, sneaking around the lodge, walking about, doing anything other than going to sleep, you're going to get a nice long rest.
Okie doke.
So, that was a question, not a
I don't
statement.
plan on doing anything.
Okay. Elios,
I'm not doing anything.
Jania,
I'm sleeping.
Songbird.
Nada.
Okay. So, everybody basically hunkers down for the evening. Long rest it is. Okay. The next morning, and remember, you guys came here like in the middle of the night, so morning comes quickly. But you do, since this is like first time you slept in beds in a while, it is a nice restful evening. Next morning comes fairly quickly, and you are greeted by a knock at the door. It is at this door out here. So not even in the hallways, just out there.
I'll go see who it is.
You open the door.
I open the door.
Several armed individuals and Talus are standing there.
I give a small kobold wave.
She like gives you a smirk and she says, "It is time."
For wyvern practice?
Practice? You don't have time to practice. I hope you're fast learners.
Okay.
Ginny's just getting all of her stuff packed up and ready to go.
Not a fast learner.
Are you though?
I said I'm not.
Oh, okay. I thought you said you were. Okay. So, what happens is once all you get your things together, you're brought outside and you're brought into the courtyard. In the courtyard, you are taken to the stables. You have been to the stables. You remember? It was empty when you went there the first time. It is not empty this time. Outside in the courtyard, there is the putrid smell of troll. There are a few guard drakes, like basically stalking around the yard, and there are several people there watching. Some trolls, especially, and the trolls are talking in their giant language. Basically, do any of you speak giant? I don't believe any of you do, except for is it Roz that speaks giant?
I just know that I don't.
Yep, Roz does. So they're saying something in their language, and you can see Roz like look over them and rolls his eyes. I can't hear
So I'm
you,
gonna look at
Ellis.
Roz and
Oh, okay. Go ahead, Jenny. I'm sorry.
ask what they said.
They're betting that one of us gets eaten by the wyverns.
Well, they're probably not wrong.
Well, I hope's not. So while you're standing there, Talus will come out. She has her bodyguards with her, and there are some basically workers that will bring out of the stables are leading 3 wyverns. Wyverns look a little bit calm. Now, have all of you have seen wyverns before, right? None of you fought wyverns. I take that back. None of you have fought wyverns. So this is probably the first
We
time
saw them land.
Yep, we
You
just
saw-
saw him land, and that's it.
Right, you did see them land, but this is the first time you're seeing them like up close. You've never fought one. You've never like touched one before, right?
I've seen pictures of them.
Have you?
Just
Elios,
the-
probably.
They're
No,
just the
not
typical bird
probably.
ones where it's like a very open V. Those are the wyverns you've seen.
Right?
Like cave drawing, just like the pair of wings.
Yeah,
I
stick
mean,
legs.
Yeah, it was probably a cave painting of a sort.
Okay, so you wyvern. Really? Okay. So, if you guys don't remember, this is what you're looking at. Hey, that's not what I meant to do. That's what I meant to do. Okay.
So
That
pretty.
thing's not friend shaped.
It's not friend shaped, no, but they seem calm.
Friend-shaped.
And they come out, they walk on their 2 back legs because the other ones are their wings, which they have pretty much folded out to their sides. And they come walking forward, and they kind of head over to Talus and like almost pushing and snapping at each other a little bit as they basically bow their heads before her so she can pet them. Hold on. I don't know who this is. Who is this?
I couldn't tell you.
Okay. So, after she pays a little bit of attention to each of them, she turns to all of you and she says, "Now, do any of you speak Draconic?" And she looks right at Elios.
Elios is raising his hand real big. He wants to also pet the big wyvern.
Anyone else?
No.
Doesn't Roz speak Draconic?
I think he
Mhm.
does. I'm checking.
He does.
He spoke a lot of languages. But yeah, he does. Okay. So he'll raise his hand. Um and no one else then. She looks a little hopeful. She says, very well. She says, you two will need to split between two of the Waverns, and the third one, we're going to need someone who is fairly decent with animals. And she kind of looks at you two.
Which two?
You and Ginia.
Oh dear. I can see what I can do. Never had to handle one of those before.
So you kind of like reach out, Elios, your hand, and you're like, hello, whatever you're saying. And
He's
you
waving
guys,
at him. He's not reaching for him yet.
so you guys are watching, like he's doing this and waving, and he's standing really big, and you see Talios like doesn't even look at him, just kind of grabs his hand and like pushes it down. And she says, they only understand commands in Draconic. They don't speak. No more than a dog would. That's what she tells you.
Elias is sad.
Says, it'll be fine, but if you can't issue the commands properly, they may be a little bit difficult to keep rein in. So you will be you'll need to split into threes. Pick your partners, but the three drivers need to be separated.
Elias is immediately going to run over and grab Vero's hand.
Okay.
I'll ride with Roz.
Okay. That means Astrid goes with Songbird. So if anything happens to that
Astrid's not going.
Wait, what?
Remember, Astrid's not going.
That's right. Astrid is not going. I'm removing him from the combat tracker. You're leaving the boy behind. Did we tell him that he's not going?
He's aware, yes.
Okay. I forgot.
Yeah, he had us think about it.
Yeah, he wants to go. Okay, so Songbird, you're riding by yourself then.
Okay.
Could Songbird not squeeze on with Vero and Elios, since Elios is in fact a small-sized creature?
You might be able to. Hold on. Let me check. Because I know they can carry, like, a certain number.
If it helps, my inventory is next to nothing.
Yeah. Hold on. Like, seriously?
Songbird's probably more than all of us. Just
Huh?
in stuff alone on your person probably weighs more.
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
Do you?
Mm, 57 right now.
So
That's nearly double the amount of weight I have on me.
So they're basically can carry 2 medium or 6 small. So it's not 2 medium and 1 small. So their own Songbird, and then Elios would have to go by himself. Which, yes.
Looks like Songbirds are gonna be taming a dragon.
Wyvern.
I was more referencing the movie, but...
Oh,
Dragon
okay.
adjacent.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So, those of you who she is going to basically come over and teach you. She's going to show you how to...
your inner donkey as you raise up that dragon.
She is going to tell you that these Wyverns have been used to haul parcels and passengers to Parnast. Not far away, but because we must make haste, flying would be faster than walking. It would take you too long to get there and walking. And word is things are happening rather quickly. So, we're going to put on the harnesses, and she's going to put riding harnesses on them for passengers. And you watch as they're doing it for you, but they're showing you how they do it at the same time. Okay?
Mhm.
But they're not like waiting for you to do it or telling you, hey, loop that through there. No, they're doing it and hoping you're paying attention. Okay? That is your lesson. Then they're going to give you a couple of commands. This is up, go, simple commands so that you can control the beast. The words are in Draconic. So, those of you who speak Draconic have advantage when you're rolling to give commands to the Wyverns. Those of you that don't, well, your animal handling is straight. So. Okay.
Couldn't we have Roz talk to him?
Have Roz talk to...
Because he can talk to the animals, can't he? I mean, he could sort of...
He could talk to Beast.
cut a deal with them?
I don't think these count as Beast. Yeah, these don't count as Beast. So, Roz could talk to like natural animals, natural beasts, large beasts. These don't count.
Okay.
Okay. So, they know pretty much where they need to go. And all you have to do is get them into the air, get them going, and you're on your way. Now, the question is, they are trained to land in the center of Parnas, where they're unloaded, greeted by handlers, and stabled. You might not want to do that. So that is where you'll need to control them to get them to land outside.
Is it because doing that people in the center know everyone?
They don't know everyone, but there will be lots of questions, and I've talked enough with your group to know you're not quick with the tongue work. I mean, if you feel that you can handle the crowds and you'll be able to talk your way through, by all means.
Also, it's going to look super suspicious because normally they're bringing parcels and we're not taking any parcels.
Well, no, she did say they carry passengers as well. So, yeah. So she did tell you that, and they put riding saddles on it. Usually, people who they're bringing over have purpose there. So if you show up and you don't have a purpose, there's questions that you have to handle.
They just may not like the purpose.
Well, yeah, they're not going to want to hear your purpose. So, but totally up to you. Once you leave here, our business is done until you return for the boy or until I can make arrangements for him to get back to Waterdeep.
Alrighty.
Yay! You see the trolls like exchanging purses. Like they're throwing coins down on the ground. Roz just shakes his head.
Before we get on the wyverns, can Elios walk up to Talus and like extend his hand for a handshake?
Why?
Because I want to see if she'll accept my handshake.
Yeah. I hope you find your brother.
I do too.
And I hope you succeed. Somewhat. Don't succeed too much. I would hate to have to hunt you all down.
Hopefully we're low on your list of people to hunt down.
Well, if you succeed, I will give you a very healthy head start.
Okay. So, since I'm getting a hold of one of these creatures, do you want me to go ahead and roll the animal handling?
Yeah, you can.
I'm scared. I'm going to roll it in the tower.
What is your
Okay, I
bonuses
shoulda
to
asked.
animal handling?
+5.
Oh, yours is better than mine. So
Wow.
Mm.
All right. So, um, you're working. You walk over to this thing, and you're like, there is a trainer standing there, and you like holding it. So it is a little not skittish, but like, who the hell are you? Why are you coming near me? You stink of elf. Like, it's just not happy that you're coming near it. And you notice also that these things have a tail that has like a scorpion stinger on it, and the tail is basically going to end up behind you. But as you approach, it's kind of hanging in the air next to you. Was that a hand, Jania? Oh yeah, that's right. We went through this, right? Yeah. Okay. I just saw the hand
Yeah,
flash
I
on the
was
screen. I was
waving.
like, what? Hi. Okay. So it's lingering as you approach. You kind of say some soothing words and you get on. It bucks a little bit, but it seems to accept you as a rider. But you all notice that the stinger is like behind her back.
This is gonna be fun.
Oh, possibly. As far as the rest of you, Elios, you need to roll an animal handling check, and Roz needs to roll an animal handling check. Roz is not proficient in animal handling.
Neither am
What?
I.
Oh my god. I did not know that.
I'm actually surprised at that.
So am I. Alright, doesn't matter. Everybody rolled good. Alright, so you guys mount up. You're ready to go. She's
having their own
good luck.
interpretations of what happened here. Like,
You're on your way.
Vadi Vidya is one example.
So, a couple of command words later, the Wyverns take off, heading towards Parnest. Flying is an interesting experience. The Wyverns are fast, speedy. They can easily carry the weight of all of you. The one that struggles the most is the one carrying Roz and Ginia, because it's the only one that's carrying 2 full, and even then, these things fly at a very good clip. Now, my question is, did you decide whether you're going into town or not? Because now you're in the air, wind rushing past you as you fly speedily through the mountains.
2 of us don't need our voices to talk.
What?
2 of us know sign
of us-
language.
Yes, 2 of
Yep.
you don't need your voices to talk, and neither one of you are steering, so you do have your hands. The other one, I don't know what to tell you. Now, just so you can get an idea how fast these things are flying, their base speed is 80.
Oh Lord.
Okay?
A little faster than me.
So they are zooming, and they're flying
A
low
little
to the
bit
ground.
more than wind in your hair.
Whee!
All right. So I'm going to sign to Vero and say I think we should land outside of town, like she suggested.
Yeah, I have signing back. I have no problem with that.
All right. And then I'm going to use sending to send that message to Songbird.
Perfect. Okay, so all
Okay.
of you are in agreement.
And yeah, I'll just tell Elios since I'm right behind him.
So, Songbird, you get the message in your head. I mean, you can respond.
Yeah, I'm gonna respond as like, that sounds like a really good idea.
Yay. I'm so happy. Alrighty then. So, I forgot exactly how long this flight is going to take, but it's not very long. Hold on.
80 miles an hour. Wouldn't think it would be.
Not 80 miles an hour. There's 80 feet per 6 seconds. It's faster than 80 miles an hour.
Okay.
Yeah. Anybody in chat want to do the math on that?
How are we
I'm
not
gonna say
bald?
It takes all of 2 minutes. Well, I'm bald.
You are. Songbird's gonna be featherless.
Featherless? You don't have feathers.
Hair.
It was.
Oh, it was a joke. Got it. I missed it. Okay. What are the
See, joke
numbers?
here is
So, how many
9
miles per hour
It-
can the
9
Waverns
miles per hour.
fly? If you said 90?
No, just 9.
If they can go, basically, they're double moving, so they're going 160 feet every 6 seconds.
And it would be.
We don't have
18
to
miles
math.
per hour.
If somebody wants to math. It's not 18 miles per hour.
I googled 80 feet per 6 seconds equals 9.090 miles per hour.
It's 160. They're
So
double.
double that
So what was it?
would be 18 miles per hour.
That doesn't seem like a lot. I mean, it's faster than anybody can run. But it doesn't seem
Right.
it doesn't seem that fast.
No, it doesn't.
Just disappointing. It's still faster than any of you have moved ever. So, you guys will travel.
You have to move 88 feet per second to go 60 miles per hour.
Oh, okay. So, you guys will travel along. It doesn't take long. Eventually, you can see a small town in the distance. It's in a valley, and what you see approaching is a vast swath of fog. Okay? Almost like if you were looking at a hurricane from the top, because the village of Parnas, which is a very small village, maybe about 10 or so structures, are at the center of this fog. And the fog is just clear. Like in the center, like the eye of a storm, it is clear, then the fog is just swirling about them. To one point opposite of your approach, there is a large, almost like a cloud formation. So like the fog has like a huge swell, and you're approaching it from the north.
Well, that doesn't look good. Not that they can hear me in the sky, but
And you're approaching fairly quickly. I mean, 18 miles per hour. So that bugs me so much. It hurts my soul. So Roz sees the village, sees basically like a road that disappears into the fog, and he starts giving commands to his Wyvern to basically head down into the fog. The Wyvern does not seem happy about this, and because his instinct is to go to the town, and now Roz is trying to divert that.
does Songbird see it descending, or is it just a?
Oh yeah. That without even issue, this thing, like, it's flying straight, and all of a sudden it just like banks and rolls and dives down into the fog.
Okay. Well, command to follow.
Roll me animal handling.
Coming. Oops, that was almost the wrong one.
All right. So yours does the same thing. It tugs on you a little bit. You're like, and you give it a little tug, give it the draconic word, which I don't know what it is for bank. It does the same thing. It banks and dives down after us.
I also tell our wyvern to follow.
Roll. Uh-oh. Yours doesn't really want to. I don't know if it's because you lack the strength. It is very well trained,
Calling it friend.
but when you start tugging at it and it's resisting, the tail lashes forward and hits one of you two. Leo, you want to be odd or even? Or high or low?
That
High or low?
who are you talking to?
Vero. Sorry, I said Leo. Wrong game, wrong night.
I
Sorry.
don't know a Leo. Who's this imposter?
Vero, you want to be high or low?
I guess high.
You want to be high, roll a d6. Alright, so the tail shoots past you, Leo, and hits the driver. Elios, what's your AC? God damn it, I did it again, didn't I? Vero. 15? Alright, I am just going to make an attack on you. What do I need to hit you with my tail? +7 to attack. Yay. $16. It hits you.
Hold on. I activate some wings so it doesn't hurt me.
Don't you have to see the attack coming?
No, it just says when hit.
Okay, good.
When I am hit, or another creature within 5 feet is hit.
What's the next line?
By an attack roll.
Okay.
It doesn't mention me seeing the hit.
Okay, that's fine.
I have to see that it makes contact.
Perfect, because that was gonna suck. Alright, so you activate your wings as this thing, like, stabs at you once. But now it's fighting with you. Like, it's struggling against your thing, and it's trying to fly straight to Parnas. To those of you who have banked and dived, you're landing. And you've dove into the fog, so you don't see this going on. What are you going to do? What are you doing? The both of you are on there. What are you doing? You have an angry wyvern that's trying to stab Elios with its tail. Vero, you're on the
Rocket
same
in
one.
my
You
head.
could do something, right?
Yeah, I know. I mean,
He grabs its rump.
With it?
Wait, what was that, Elios?
Are we considered in combat with the wyvern?
Yes. Technically, you're riding it and you're in combat with it.
how high off the ground are we?
Hold on, I got a math.
At
So
least
they weren't
above
flying very
sea
high,
level.
but they were flying over the fog. So you're at least 60 feet off the ground. At least. You probably were like more like 200. Elios, what did you say?
I'm gonna try and cast friends on it.
No, you're not.
I mean, I'm gonna try. Whether it
Elios,
works or not is different.
what can you cast friends on, Elios?
It doesn't specify humanoids.
What does it say?
For the duration, you have advantage on all charisma checks directed at one creature of your that isn't hostile. Okay.
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 So you can try, but that's your action, and I get to do something, and then Vero gets to do something. Because you gotta have friends. I think more like, you got a friend in me. Chop chop, Elios. It's flying closer to the town.
I mean, I did my thing. You said that I did a thing, and that it was Vera's turn now.
I attacked. You did a thing. I attacked. Okay, Vero, do you want to do anything?
I mean, I can try to grab the reins, I guess, to pull them to try to get it to. I don't
Okay.
have really much anything else that I can do.
Okay. So pulling the reins would be like a help action for Elios. So Elios, you already have advantage because you have the command word, but you could try to roll again.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. This thing's not digging whatever you two are doing, and it will try to attack you again. Vera, roll a d6. Okay, 6. Vera, it hits you, or it tries to hit you. Vera, does a 22 hit you?
Yes.
You will take 11 points of damage. I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw, sir. Oh no.
No one likes that comment, sir.
Yeah, I die.
So did you say you die? You didn't die.
There's a lot of dice. I was
It was
just assuming.
It was a lot of dice. Do you have any like resistance to poisons or anything?
No, I'm not high enough level.
Okay, you take 27 points of damage in addition to the 11 points of damage from the stinger. As this thing like jabs its stinger behind your shoulder blade.
Almost dead.
You can feel the poison coursing through your blood.
Nope.
Elios,
Can I try and pull on the reins real hard?
I suppose. Like, that's what you've been doing.
That's all I can do.
Alright, so you grab the reins and jerk them real hard to the left, right, whatever, just in a direction. And are you issuing the command as well?
Yes.
I know Havoc is sad that this isn't first edition Wafer Poison. Remember we were talking the other day about death saves? So, you give a strong tug on the reins. You hear Vero yell out behind you, and you get a little burst of adrenaline and you tug on the reins. That seems to do it as this thing reluctantly banks away from its course, heading back towards the others and then diving into the clouds. You all see this wyvern come through the fog, kind of screeching as wyverns are known to do, as it lands and kind of shrugs these two off its back.
What the hell? Do they seem okay?
Vero does not look good. He's like all underneath his eyes are red, they're watering. He looks not well. Elios seems to be fighting with the wyvern. Roz will, after dismounting from the wyvern that had landed, will kind of run over and help Elios, like get control of the one he's fighting with. After a few minutes, things will somewhat calm down.
I'm gonna go over and cast Prayer of Healing on Vero.
Okay. You're not in combat, so you can cast on him as much as you want. Did
Do
that did
this.
hit him. Okay.
I'm going to heal myself as well.
Okay.
I feel better. Not 100%, but nearly there.
Holds the body. Okay, so very nice. So you basically you pump yourself full of like happy thoughts and you feel much better. You are now standing on. It appears that you guys are on a road. And you can see through the fog, but not great. Like it's not so thick that you can't see 5 feet in front of you, but it is. You can't see beyond like 60 feet. Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Yep. So when we were landing, and this is Songbird talking to like Roz and Jinya. So when we were landing, it was that way? Or she'll point in the direction she's hoping is Parnas?
Roll survival.
Considering how
I mean, it's not like it's going to make much of a difference. I'm just curious if you got the right direction.
Okay, hold on. Survival.
Yeah. You point in the right. You point down towards the south.
Okay.
Roz is going to basically take all of your gear, whatever you had on the Wyverns, and he's going to say a word to them and then cut them loose. The Wyverns will like basically lift off and fly back the way they came.
Okay.
So strapping back on everything that we had.
Right,
Make
you guys have all your gear on you, but for the ride you may have like stowed some stuff or whatever. Like basically nothing was left behind. Roz made sure everything was off the Wyverns and then smacked them and sent them back home. Kind of like you do with a horse.
Okay. Onwards. I guess Roz would be leading the way. Because he'd be able to sense stuff out a little bit better than we would.
No.
No?
He will lead you to the south, but basically you're on a road, so all you gotta do is follow the road. I don't want you guys to depend too much on Roz because he's not here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's like he'll help, but just I don't want you guys to depend on him too much because again, he's not here.
Yeah, logically, since he's the ranger.
Okay, so there's the logic of
But
the
we're on a
game.
road.
If everybody was here, yes, he could do his ranger things, but also as he's not here, so you're on a road. All you gotta do is follow the road. It's not a big deal. But Roz just kind of is going to send arrows when he needs to. That's about his job right now. Every now and then he might offer a little tidbit of information. But don't depend on him too much because he's not here.
Okay.
So, you guys will follow the road. You're not very far outside of the town. You figure you walk for maybe a half hour, 45 minutes, and eventually you will see the fog will thin out, clear a bit, and you're heading into a small town. Town has several larger buildings and several smaller buildings. You see small paths drifting off this main road that you're on towards farmsteads as you head into the center of the town. Well, to the edge of the town. Now, again, do you guys want to approach, like, how do you want to handle this? I'm going to put you on the map just so you can see what you're seeing.
We still have a distance to go. Don't we have to approach, like, with horses or something? Instead of... I just know the banners need to be hoisted up on whatever pole they gave us.
No.
But when we need horses?
Where would we get horses from?
In town.
Banner was only for if we were flying into somewhere.
No, we still have to use them getting into.
No,
Skyreach.
the banners, if you were approaching, you basically put them on a lance or something, but you're not approaching that way. Right now, you're wearing, like, remember you were given cult robes. You guys have, like, hoodies on. Cult hoodies.
Okay.
Except for, like, Elios.
All right, so
So, anyway. This is basically the town you're approaching. I am putting you at the edge because that's the road you would be on. You guys can tell me exactly what you wish to do.
you gonna share that map?
I thought I did. Damn it. Wee.
Nope. It's the corner. Oh, there we are.
Is there a big building that looks like a castle anywhere?
Not from your vantage point.
Elias is going to walk forward.
Alright. So, the town is filled with activity. There are people hustling and bustling about, carrying freights. You can hear wyverns ahead of you, doing that screeching noise that they do. I don't know why the tokens are locked. I will unlock them. Hold on. But there are people walking all over the place, going about their business. You see dragon claws, which are like the armored cultist. You see robed cultist. You see some cultists wearing full purple robes with armor. You recognize those as people of power and position. And there's orders being given in common, like, get those crates up. We don't have much time. You know, move, move, move. A lot of hustling, bustling. And then there's some people that are just kind of standing around going about their business. You know, just like... And they're not wearing robes or cult regalia. They just look like common villagers.
I guess
Elias
it's kind
is
of.
going to keep making his way downtown until somebody stops him.
Roz is going to look over at all of you, and he says, I will take the perimeter. And he will head off into the woods.
Well, Jenny is gonna go see if she can find somebody who is not wearing cult robes to see if she can get any information from them.
Okay. So, Elios, you're running forward. You get to right about there, and one of the cultists will look at you and say, "You over there. Make sure that they're fed well. They've served us well, and we want them to be healthy." And he basically points towards a pile of like goat carcasses and the big building to your left.
I give him a thumbs up.
Okay. You say that there's a couple other kobolds carrying like goats inside the stables. Yes. This big building here is a stable. And you can hear the screeching of wyverns inside. How many are there? It's not that many.
Leave you.
One is too many.
Eh. So they're sending you back in there. All right. So. There are laborers, porters, craftsmen, cultists, basically just milling about this whole place, doing work, carrying bags, crates, dead goats, evidently, and they're just moving about. So, also, there's people like tending their houses, storing up their goods or doing things. Ginia, you kind of notice that the cultists and what appear to be the normal like villagers don't really seem to interact with one another unless they want something. They look like they tend to avoid each other. More like the cultists are just hustling, bustling, trying to get stuff done, and they give orders like get out of the way. And the villagers or the normal clothes folks tend to either be fulfilling tasks for them begrudgingly or avoiding them altogether. Like, and you're walking through and looking at what's going on, that's what you kind of see.
Okay.
Okay? So, what are you doing?
Well, I was gonna go find somebody who looks like they're not in cult regalia
Mm-hmm.
and see if I could get some information from them.
Okay. So, you can find a couple of people that you could approach. A few people, when you approach them, will like look at you and kind of turn like, oh, don't pick me. You know how like you see people shy away from like they don't want to be part of the conversation, so they just kind of walk away quietly, try to avoid eye. Some of them do that to you because you are wearing cultist
Mhm.
gear.
Right.
But
Well,
they're not rude to you. It's more like they're just trying to avoid you.
well, I'm gonna walk up to one of them that is acting like they're kind of gonna shy away and
Okay.
gently put a hand on their shoulder
Um
and say,
Go ahead, I stopped for you. Go ahead.
I'm new here and I don't really know like the protocols. Who's in charge? Like who would I need to go to get my marching orders?
um that would be Captain Olthusen.
And where would I find him?
He should, if he is not at the tankard, he should be giving orders nearby. Um, I'm sorry, I'm not sure. I don't. Please don't hurt me.
And I'm going to say thank you for your time and I'm going to put a silver piece in his hand.
Oh, he doesn't understand like that you gave him a silver piece, and he just seems dumbstruck. Um, thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Go about your business.
So they'll.
All right, so I'm going to go back to the group and tell them that Othelstan is in charge and he's either at the tankard or at the somewhere near here giving orders. So we want to watch out for that because have we met him? I feel like we've met him.
How do you pronounce the name again?
Othelstan.
Opals.
I'm in full Vikings mode and I just keep taking Athelstan, so
Honestly, my brain was going to waffle stand, so
Yeah,
Waffle House? We're going to Waffle House?
neither one of those are right.
The chicken's awesome there.
I mean, we do tend to change names so that we remember them better. So Waffle House it is.
All right. So you guys are basically over here by the stables. What you see at the stables is crates are being shuffled. So there is a lot of crates outside of the stables, just to the south. And there's piles in what appears to be the town square. And the reason you think it's the town square, it's a big open area in the center of a lot of buildings with a well. And there's boxes stacked up and piled about.
Flashing objects and things that stir up, in and out. Oh, dear.
Hey, that's
No.
Dungeon of the Mad Mage. So, anyway. People are picking up crates and walking away from you, from where you're at. There are other people that are picking up sacks or carcasses and taking them into the stables. And inside the stables, you can hear, like I said, the muffled screeching of the wyverns. There seems to be several of them. And there's a couple of kobolds walking in with, like, goat thighs or legs over their shoulders. And you see Elios has just picked one up, thrown it over his shoulder, and heads in behind them.
I don't recall doing either of those things.
You said you were going to go do it that you were told.
I did not say that.
Did you not say you were happily going to go do?
I never said those things.
Okay, so what are you
I gave
doing?
him a thumbs up. He told me to go do stuff, and I gave him a thumbs up.
Oh, yeah, that was it. Okay, never mind. I take that all back because whatever. So what are you doing?
Continuing to walk forward. I have a mission, and I'm going somewhere.
So you give him the thumbs up and ignore his order while he's still watching you then?
I assumed he said to do that and then turned away to do something else. I didn't think he was going to babysit.
Now we're all assuming.
Yeah, there's a lot of assuming now. So he did not. He watched you to go do the thing, and you went and just kept walking. You didn't stop and go back like I said you were. You said, I'm just going to keep walking. So
Fine. If he's still looking, then I would turn around because ignoring him would be suspicious.
Oh, so then you are going to go grab a piece of meat.
But not because you said so, because I said so. So it's different.
Okay, whatever. All right, so you go grab a piece of meat until this guy, like, looks away, I'm guessing. Hey, Silver.
Yeah.
Hi. Okay. So, tell me what you're doing then. Because I got to fill in the blanks if you guys aren't going to say what you're doing. So go ahead. Tell me what you're doing.
As soon as he turns away, I'm going to drop the goat and then move faster to get past him so he can't see me.
Okay. All right. So you pick up, drop the goat, and then head, like, past him. He has gone on to continue giving orders to other people. But he is standing kind of like in the clearing where you're headed.
Other than the big stable, do I see any other big buildings?
You see several buildings.
No, like big.
Oh, I moved the whole thing. Why? How the hell did I do that? Wait, come back. Move. Oh my god.
No map for you.
I don't even know how I moved the whole thing. Okay, let's put that back and fix it. Jeez. So there is another large building over here. There's another, like, an outdoor stall over here. There's a building over here, building over here. There's all kinds of big buildings. Are you looking for something specific?
Do I see a castle yet?
Nope.
Then I'm going towards the next biggest building that isn't the stable.
Okay.
I'm going this way.
Okay.
Unless he's on this side, in which case I'd go around the other way.
No, he's over here. That is not what I wanted. He's, like, right over here.
And which direction would he happen to be looking? Is he looking this direction or is he looking this way?
He's giving orders to everybody on that side. Like, everybody in this vicinity. He is giving orders to. He is yelling, "You there, you this, you that." He seems to be the man in charge.
Well, I am on a mission. I am single-minded and task-oriented.
Okay. You guys watch Elios just disappear into the crowd of people.
Oh, that's fantastic.
That tracks. I'm going to sign to Bureau and say maybe we ought to go grab a crate and follow the other people who are taking crates to places to see where they're taking them.
Works for me.
And then I'm
And
just
I'll
going
just
to
kind of look around for crates that need grabbing.
Crates they can eat grabbing. Okay.
Yep.
And I'm just going to kind of motion to Songbird to like follow along.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm.
All right. So you guys will start walking around. Go pick up some crates. When you get to about there, the gentleman that's shouting out orders will look over at all of you. I don't know you. Where are you from? He's looking at your group.
I'm trying to remember where we're from. Like, wait, where did we come from? Oh Lord.
I'm trying to think of what the place was called.
I know, that's why my brains died. I'm like,
Because
crap,
I
no,
just
that's
want to go to the
Hunting
hunting lodge, but I don't think that's what it was called.
we were sent to help. Gonna go with that because I can't remember where the hell we came from.
Sent to help from...
Well, you said
What chapter are you
Okay.
with?
We were sent from the hunting lodge.
Oh, you've come from the lodge?
Yeah.
Oh. Talius's people?
Yes.
Yeah, she said to help you guys get things loaded and moved around.
since you were giving instructions to grab the stuff and go, we were grabbing the stuff and go.
Oh, very well. Well, go ahead and grab those stores there. We need to make sure that our beasts of burden are taken care of. So bring those, and he points to some sacks of like something. They looks like bloody sacks. He points to those and he says, "Go ahead and bring those into the stable."
You okay?
Well, Junior's going to grab a sack because he's keeping an eye on what's going on, so...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he seems to be
Yep.
kind of aware of what's going on, except for like missing kobolds.
Okay. Well, bloody sack it is. Are they like huge sacks? Or can we like grab two at a time and
They're like concrete bags, like the 60-pound concrete bags. They kind of look like that,
Okay.
but they're wet and bloody on the outside.
The one bag it is.
The what?
I said,
said
then
one
one bag it is.
Yeah, I would recommend one bag at a time. There was something that she was. Where is it?
So let's grab some bags and we'll take him in.
Uh-oh. We
Ginny,
lost her.
yeah, she went dead as soon as she said, "Let's take him in." She's out of she fell out of ninja too.
Oh,
Foxy, you back?
Didn't realize I'd been gone.
Like you said, let's grab some bags and take them in, and you cut out right there, and then you dropped out a ninja
right,
at
well-
the same time.
Okay, well, let's grab some bags and take them in.
Okay.
And then I'm going to look at whoever's in charge and say, where are we taking these again?
Just take him to the stables, and he points to like the big building behind you.
Okay.
And he says, "Once you're finished there, come back and we can get you set up to maybe start moving some things into Skyreach."
Okie doke.
Great.
We don't have much time.
All right, so grabbing a bag and hustling to the stables with it.
All right.
Waddle,
See-
waddle, waddle, waddle.
followed suit.
So you guys you move a couple of bags. This is going on. This takes a little bit because the bags are heavy and there's like people going. You got to stack them. There's a line, whatever. Elios, you walking towards the next big building, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So as you're heading towards the building, you can see that there is a sign with a big yellow tankard hanging above the door. It looks like you're heading towards an inn.
Are there windows on this inn?
There are windows.
Are they kobold height windows?
They're regular size windows.
Elias will walk up to the door.
Okay.
Is it like a regular door, or is it like saloon?
No, it's a regular door.
Elias is gonna go in because he's gonna go in the inn because he doesn't know better.
Okay. So you open up the door and walk into the inn. Inside, basically all conversations stop and all eyes turn in your direction. A tall, heavy-set man with enormous mutton chop sideburns steps forward and asks, "What can I get you?"
I'm looking for Talon, the kobold.
He kind of like looks around the room, looks around to the other side, looks back at you, and he says, "You don't serve cobalt."
Do you know where I would find the kobolds?
Probably at the stables. Doing task, perhaps.
Which building is the stables?
So he kind of walks over to you, like leans down next to you, like looks out the door that you just came in. He goes, "You see that big, dark building over there?
I do.
That'd be the stables."
Okay. Elias will turn around and go back through the door.
So the door closes behind you, and you just hear like a roar of laughter. Like, not very hearty laughter, just like a
Elias doesn't understand that he's being laughed at. His social skills are almost zero.
Yeah, I could see. Alright, so you're on the stoop over there. You see your companions also carrying some crates. Now you basically during this time, they have gotten back to the crates and they're being told, hey, heft those and bring them down the road. You'll set them with the rest.
Which direction are we heading?
They told you to
That's
go
out of their
south.
South. Dokie doke. Grabbing the boxes and go.
If they're coming
Okay.
towards me, I'll meet them halfway.
Okay.
It's like we're heading south to Skyreach.
They never said Skyreach. They said the road.
No, he said that we were taking the crates to Skyreach.
They... Yes, the crates are bound for Skyreach. What he told you was to take them down the end of the road.
Oh, okay. Going this way.
Pharaoh, are you going with them? Thanks.
Yes.
Okay.
Mine just took a little bit to update where people were at.
Oh.
All right. So as you guys are heading down the road carrying some crates, all except for Elios, you will see an individual. He is tall, kind of beefy, dark-skinned, cropped hair. He is wearing purple scaled armor, and he is carrying a flail. And he is definitely not in a good mood, and he is giving orders to several individuals at the end of the road. You can see him from where you are. Just past him, you can see the road turns, and there is what appears to be like a drawbridge, but it disappears into the clouds. This is where the large cloud mound was when you were circling around. So it looks like there is a cloud sitting on the ground amongst this fog that's surrounding the entire town. The group
So
is
he's about
sitting...
here?
No, further down.
Okay.
The group is sitting about here. And there's crates and people all around, and he is like checking each crate and telling them where to either leave it, go get more, or put it inside. You notice that the only people passing in, like past further to the south, are wearing armor.
Okay. Well, that's going to make it harder to get in. What y'all think?
Well, I mean, we could check and see what we're needing to get into looks like, because if it's a castle, it probably has some sort of tower, and there are wyverns, which, while it's risky, might be easier than trying to get past a bunch of people with armor on the ground.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's go drop these off and get sent away.
And I'm kind of cursing Roz under my breath because he sent off the wyverns that we had that were outside of the city.
Mm-hmm.
That made sense. Yeah.
I can't grab my thing. What the hell?
I was just going to stay over there. All right. So you guys head over to the area. You'll see this individual. Where the hell is he? That's not him. I had him here a second ago. And of course, I've lost him. You'll see this individual.
I'm pausing. Picture.
That is the one that's basically issuing all the commands at the gate.
Oh, he's so friendly.
Doesn't he look friendly?
Mm-hmm. You
So-
just want to hug him.
Yeah. He has at least 6 soldiers with him. These soldiers are the intense type that you've seen before, the ones that actually look like they can fight. He is running the show here. There's no doubt about it. He is directing traffic, telling people where to go, sending crates forward. Nobody is passing this group of soldiers. They're just dropping the crates and being sent back. From behind him, you can see people coming in and out of the fog. So, now that you're this close, in the cloud and in the fog, you can make out a gatehouse. It just shimmers at the edge of the fog or the cloud bank. You can see this structure, and it looks like a very large, like very, very large gatehouse. Like, the gates are 30 to 40 feet tall. The towers on either side are massive. Standing on either side of what appears to be a drawbridge are 20-foot tall statues of stone, basically facing the drawbridge. And they are carrying like stone swords. And you could just see this at the edge of the fog. Like, it shimmers, the fog sways a little bit and blocks it out and then drifts behind it. But you could see this at the end of the road. You are pretty sure this is the keep you are looking for. And it is just being concealed by this unnatural cloud laying on the ground.
Impressive.
What's impressive?
No, that's kind of a songbird thing. Like, that's impressive.
Oh, okay. So, the soldiers, like I said, and workers milling about, you can see them coming in and out. But the workers that are not dressed as soldiers are dropping off their goods, sorting it out, foodstuffs, lower level, treasury, and they're just pointing at crates and saying where they go. People pick them up and walk inside. And then the other people, like you, are dropping them off and just going to get more.
Okey-doke.
And, yeah, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. So there's at least 12 soldiers out here. 2 of them are sitting on top of wyverns. Hey, Maeve. How are you? Long time no see. What's up, Sumner? How are you doing? Haven't seen you guys in a while.
How far you said they were.
How far who was?
Like, how far down before I get stopped?
In that parallel that you just walked through.
Oh, okay.
So, all the shipping and targeting is all being done in this area here.
Okay.
The wyverns are sitting here on top of this building. There's a couple of guards, like, against the fence over here. And then, of course, there's the statues back here. And then just people walking back and forth along the road. Constantly.
Mm-hmm. Approaching with package. Crate. Whatever it was I picked up.
Okay. You have the crate. You set it down.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody walks over. He looks inside the crate. And then he sorts it out and basically sends you on your way.
Okey-doke. Coming up to here for now.
You 3 just wait your turns and set your goods down, except for Helios, who doesn't have anything.
Yep. follow suit.
Okay. You do the same thing. You go through the same routine. You sit you down. Eventually, somebody will look inside of it, check it out, decide where it needs to go. But none of the people you're working with, move past this checkpoint. So eventually, will, kind of go back with the flow of the crowd, back that way. Elios, what are you doing?
I'm following my friends.
Okay. So,
Are we just continuing to transport stuff until we get told something new to do, or what's the plan?
So between the two checkpoints, there's enough people walking back and forth in disorganization. Also, remember, only people that are working on this stuff appear to be the cultists. The normal villagers seem to be going about their business. In fact, inside the tavern that Elios was in, there didn't seem to be much of anything going on. Like, those look like normal people. Those weren't cultists. So, the cultists seem to be going through their things and doing their stuff, but most of the normal people in the village are doing village stuff. So that's up to you guys. But there's enough people milling about that you can kind of get lost in the crowd. It's just at the two ends, there are two very sharp individuals paying attention to everything. But in between them, you can probably get away with whatever you decide to do.
I have to figure out something.
Well, I
to
mean, I
get up
would say
there.
we should go talk to some villagers, but obviously they're not letting anybody past that's not dressed in armor, so I don't know that talking to any villagers is going to do a whole lot of good.
Nope. Unless somehow we obtain the armor, knock people out or something, we're not going to get through.
Also, remember, you guys got here like early morning. This is the peak of activity.
I wonder if. Hold on, it's been a while and I haven't used it in a long time, so I don't remember how it exactly works. Give me a second. Higher levels when you cast this, you can target one additional creature. A creature you touch comes in. How many of this? There's 4 of us, minus Ross.
Yes, there's 4 of you minus Ross.
It's like, I can turn us invisible, but we're going to have to be really careful. Oh my god, pull back up. There.
What would be the purpose of turning invisible?
Just get past them. But after that, we don't have the armor. So it kind of...
Can we see where they're going? Are they crossing the bridge and going somewhere?
They are going through. They are going across the drawbridge and disappearing into the clouds.
There was like a keep there. A gatehouse? That's what it's called?
A gatehouse, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could just see through the fogs. Through the fog, like I said, swelling in and out of the cloud, you could see the outline and shape of a gatehouse. A massive gatehouse. Like most gatehouses, you walk through them, maybe 15 feet up portcullis, so you can ride underneath on a horse. These things are 30 to 40 feet tall. Just the gate. On either side are massive, massive towers.
Can we see if there are guards on top of the towers?
I will let you roll. I will let you roll a perception check. It's a difficult perception check because of the fog and everything, and the battlements. But give it a shot. That's a hell of a shot. Yes, there are guards up there. And because of that role, um, they don't look like they look huge too. Like these are large creatures up there, whatever they are. It's kind of hard because you're just seeing silhouettes, but you're thinking like maybe 10, 15 feet tall, somewhere in that range.
Mm.
Hmm.
I mean, we could do that to get in there, but I don't know where we're going in there and if we would stand out or not inside there.
Okay.
You can see us not sticking out because, again, if most people going in there have armor and we don't,
Well, that's the thing
and
is we
everything.
don't know.
Yeah.
Can't see in there.
So how do we get in there?
I mean, your idea of getting in there would get us in there. It's just, what do you do once we're in there?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And again, we have to be really careful and not bump into all the people going back and forth until we get in there.
Thank you, Elios. I'm just moving you guys like into the middle, more towards the center. I think it's easier for you to like lose yourselves in the crowds when you're in the middle of it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Well, instead of standing here in the middle of wherever we're standing in the middle of, maybe we should go find somewhere to sit so that we can have a conversation.
The thing is, we don't have Roz to tell him anything. Unless he's found out some information stalking around. So, you said, was the inn packed?
you weren't there.
Like walking past it seemed like it was packed.
Just closed door.
Closed door? Okay.
Wasn't Elios just in there?
I was in there.
Elios was.
Now, Lisa, do you know
So Elios, was
what?
the inn packed?
Not really.
No, but it also seemed to be mostly like village people.
The village people stays out of the business. It might be safe to go talk in there, but again, it doesn't look like there's any parks or anything around here.
Did you say parks?
Like places to sit, basically, to park it. To sit down.
Well, but if we go in the inn, someone may be drinking and be willing to accidentally say something within earshot that we would be able to hear and then use to our advantage.
Mm-hmm. So unless we plan to ditch the cloaks and look like normal people, we're gonna stick out.
I mean, I've got a bag I can put mine in.
Well, if we want to go about that way, we need to find a spot to take them off. Is there anybody around, like, here?
Not really. So this building here to the north of where you just clicked on, it's it looks like a shrine house. So the walls are like pillars, and you could see through it, and you could see there's a small shrine in there. It looks like there were several shrines, but a few of them have been destroyed.
Okay. No, there's like, oh, why won't it move? There. So, like here, does it seem like we have a little bit of cover if we want to try to take off the cloaks and try to blend in
So,
to the
fif-
naturals?
15 feet
Natives.
away from you, people walking back and forth.
Yep. That's a no.
I mean, you can move off into cover, get away from like the center of town. Nobody's
Mhm.
trapping you in. They're just not letting anybody go into the keep.
Okay, so maybe coming around. This is pinging for like Ginya and Vero and everybody say coming around like in that direction. So we can change like back here. Just kind of out of the view.
We can.
Would you say, Vero?
So we can.
That's fine.
Oh, okay.
All right. Heading off in that direction.
Okay. So you guys head over to there. There's some like forest line that you guys can disappear into. Like some people, nobody's really paying attention to you. Everybody's going about their business. So you guys can go about your, kind of just look around and slip into the bushes. In the bushes, you're taking off your cultist robes.
Yep.
Okay, and you're stashing them.
Yeah, with the foot in the pouches, bags, whatever, backpacks.
Right, you're putting them away. Okay, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you put all your stuff away, and then you come back out onto the road.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Elias would also like to cast Alter Self to make himself look like a halfling again.
Okay, you can do that. You come back out. This time, again, people looking over your direction. The cultists are going about their business. They don't really pay attention to you unless you get in their way or come where, like, too near where their merchandise is, and then people kind of, back off. So where the pile of crates is, like, if you try to go over there, people are going to back you off. But for the most part, they're just going back and forth, grabbing stuff and loading. This is a very long line of people just moving stuff in and out. Okay? As far as the regular villagers, they are looking at you with a bit of like, who are these people? Because small village, most of them probably know each other. But they don't seem hostile or anything. They just kind of watch you walking by like, you know them? I've never seen them before. Must be, wanderers, hunters.
All
Where
right.
you?
Well, that gives us a little bit more freedom to move around. Now I just need to figure out what we're gonna do. Oh, quit moving. Just stop it. I mean, technically here would be also a good spot to just talk.
Yeah, you could do that too.
Okay, so how do we want to? Because we have no idea what is in the fog.
No. The only thing, like I said, the only thing I think of is us being invisible because we don't have the way the ray runs.
The what?
The I'm not saying it right because I can't say it right. The ray runs?
Waverns.
Rave.
Waverns. Yes. Okay.
But there were some in the stable, so if we needed to go
Yeah, there was like dozens of them in the stables, and some of them were being um, like cared for and stabled and rested. Some of them were being like saddled up and sent out. Like there's traffic coming in and out of here, and yes, there were dozens of wyverns in that big ass stable. The stable's 2 stories, so there's some like on the upper level, some on the lower level.
Well, do we know if there would be a safe place to land? I couldn't see anything.
I mean, given that the lady didn't even want us to land in this town, would our best options to be to try to get a wyvern that already probably won't like us, try to get it to land inside somewhere we can't see?
Mhm.
I had a very hard time trying to get it to land last time.
Yeah, so flying in probably won't be a good idea unless we know what's up there. And
We're just
like Elio
trying to
said,
get, just trying to get in there. The invisibility might work. We're just,
hmm
we have no, we have no good way of keeping track of each other. We're just taking a chance because we can't be like we're meeting at that building because we can't see inside.
Because we don't know what building.
Yeah.
And also, we don't have enough invisibility for everyone that needs to go in to be invisible.
we do actually. I had to reread
You can make 5
Uh,
people invisible.
live people? 5 people. Yes, I can actually.
I
I had
prefer
to
to
go
be
back and
alive
look
new
at
to
it.
it, yes.
Sorry, no.
Where's your sense of
I would took
adventure?
a look. I don't know. Walking Dead, amazing. But yeah, no, I can do
So
5
how are you
people.
making 5 people
Out of character,
invisible?
I had to look back at the spell again to see, and it's every level above, and it turns out I actually have a 4th level. So I can use that one slot to do 3, and the other one to do 2.
Huh?
You'd have to do multiple castings.
You can't. It's a concentration spell.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we went through this last time. It's a concentration spell. You can only cast it once.
Once, yeah.
Unless you use it to ferry people inside and hide them somewhere, like a broom closet.
But that we run
Except
into
we
the
don't
issue
know
of
where the
not knowing the
broom
goal.
closet would be.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's like we know nothing about what's in there.
I mean, unless we find another way that they let us inside, I don't know.
The closest thing that I would know is Elio's looking like his brother. Because how many bronzy
I
looking.
I mean I tried that. I tried that simply because I look like my brother all the time that I'm a kobold because we look very similar. And the guy at the well told me to go back to the stables.
Mm. So we can't do that.
So, as
So
we've been
we have-
standing here talking, have we seen where the wyverns that are being saddled up are being sent to? Like, have we seen any movement in and out of the stable of the wyverns?
Yes, you've seen some wyverns come out to the road, basically lift off, carrying riders to the north.
So away from here. Hmm. Okay. The wave runs are moving in the opposite direction. Limited on the invisibility spell. And then they don't consider him like his brother.
pretty sure it's that building.
We're running out of options.
Hold on, I'm looking for a building that you.
Oh building, where art thou?
It's strange. They didn't really, for whatever reason, they didn't really number it. Anyway, you guys are having a conversation there. So in this area, because it looks like what I want it to be, you see a gentleman kind of looking over in your direction, like kind of looking and like looking around, like looking over at you. He seems very confused by what you all are doing.
By standing and talking?
Yeah. Again, remember, you don't look like anybody they know in this town. I said that earlier. Like, small town, they probably know everybody.
Yeah, but people just standing and talking that aren't cultists.
All right, I'm going to walk over to him and introduce myself and tell him that we are some travelers looking for honest work. What can he tell us about this town?
Oh boy, did you come to the wrong place. Maybe, and he kind of like looks over towards the cultist moving around. So maybe we why don't you meet me around the back? And he like points back towards the woods, like this direction.
Okay.
And with that, he like turns,
And
kind of looks
whatever
back.
direction he goes around the building, I'm going to go the opposite around.
Okay. So he is going to basically turn back towards like the central square, like look around, make sure nobody's looking at him. He's going to wipe his hands on his apron and head into like the work area. And he will talk to a few individuals and says, I think we have some new customers, not from this parts. Give me a minute. And he'll kind of like pat everybody on the, like, to continue working, and he'll head out to a door and actually come out over here, and he'll wave you over, like, get off the road.
All right, we're getting off the road.
Oh my god, I can't get it to move. There it goes.
It's like, who are you people?
We're just some travelers looking for some honest work.
Adventurers?
Pretty much.
I
we end up
didn't say
ending in
that.
different places.
Well, that's fair, but you don't look like travelers I've seen in these parts. And not a safe time. I mean, I don't know if you noticed these robe-wearing people, but, they're a little bit fanatical.
Do they just come in randomly?
Fanatical?
Do
How
you know
so?
from where?
Well, I mean, they've taken over our town. They've been here for like a year now. Some black half-dragon creature leads them. Them and the giant landed their castle just at the edge of our town and been running it since. Most people don't make it through the
Landed
fog.
the castle? You mean the castle moves?
He kind of looks at you big, wide-eyed, and goes, yeah. Flies through the sky like a bird. Very slow bird. Very great big bird, but a bird nonetheless.
Does it stay covered in the fog?
Yes. Oh, where's my manners? I'm Gundolin.
It's very nice to meet you.
And you are?
Nanya.
None yet.
When
When
Dave.
Dave?
Yeah, Dave the Halfling.
None you
I'm
win
Vero.
to. Oh, well, it's a pleasure to make all of your acquaintances. But like I said, you come to this town on hard times. All the work is being like monopolized by this cult, and I mean, word is they're leaving soon, so one can only hope and pray to the gods that they'll be gone soon. But they can't leave soon enough.
hmm.
But you haven't really heard when they're planning on leaving?
With all the activity and the hustle and bustle, I would hope any day now. I mean, for the last
Do they
year,
take-
there's been a steady flow of like goods coming through here. Knows what they've like loaded up into that keep. But last few days, it's been constant, 24 hours, I would say, nonstop, day and night.
Do they take any of you with them?
No, why would you mean as hostages? I hope not.
Servants.
Or
stuff
to
like
do
that.
work?
Oh no, they have their own. They have a bunch of kobolds that slave around doing things for them.
Mm.
And the lesser members fanatical in their willingness to serve.
When that thing takes off, do they all go on there, or is it just a certain group that goes and then the rest scatter?
Well, I believe only the trusted are allowed on, so that's very few. Mostly soldiers. Wait, word is you can't get on there without knowing certain words. The statues will squish anything that moves past them.
Well, that sounds uncomfortable.
Well, for anybody being squished, I would assume so. I mean, squishing. It's not a good thing. Then there's also the creatures that they have. I mean, we've had a few gone missing. Word is, they were taken by vampires. But you know how it is when you're being under occupation for a year. Rumors tend to get a little bit fanciful.
The vampires?
Well, vampires, werewolves, giants, ogres. Oh my.
Hmm.
So, since they arrive, like most of my kin don't take too kindly to outsiders, but you don't look like bad folks, especially that one. He kind of looks over at Vera. I met quite a few elves in my day, but you seem mellow.
He has that type of
Most-
personality.
Are most elves not mellow?
Well, some of them are very haughty, especially those high elves. He kind of like says it and like looks over at Jinya. He says, "No offense, ma'am, but some of you
None taken. You're not wrong.
see. It's good to know that like you could see it. I mean, granted, there's exceptions in all the races, but I haven't met too many that have just been so calm."
Probably all the tea that he drinks.
That's true. He does drink a lot of tea.
Do you like tea?
In Elvish, Songbird is going to talk to Jinya and remind her that, what was it, Talus? What's her name?
Oh, Talus, yes.
Yeah, that Talus and some of the things that we were given, like passwords, and other than the whole salute thingy. It's like maybe one of those would help if we ever have to pass the things that will make us pancakes.
I mean, that'll probably get us past the scary stone statues, but I don't see it getting us past Athelstan.
Who?
Waffle stand. I'm just
Waffle
gonna say
stand.
waffle stand.
Waffle House.
Waffle House.
I forgot that you changed his name to him. Like, who the hell are they talking about? Othelstan. Waffle stand.
Ovaltine?
Oh my god.
Nah, Waffle House.
Yeah, I like Waffle House better.
Okay, that's fine. It just as long as I know who you're talking about.
See, that's the thing, though. If we can get past the statues, if we make it past, maybe that's kind of a thing like they belong here?
Are you talking in Elvish?
But we
Yeah.
have to,
Okay.
yeah. But we have to pass Waffle Stand first.
Do they
Oh,
do
yeah.
this all the time?
'Cause Waffle Stand is before the.
We
Hmm.
both just nod our head.
The both of them. Both. He's like, oh, what are they saying?
Yeah.
He looks more to you, Vera, when he asks.
I tend not to pay attention to them when they start talking amongst themselves.
Oh,
Kind of wish there was a distraction for him. If we can get rid of Waffle House, then we should be
oh.
fine,
So
I think.
now the three of you are standing there looking at the two of you have a conversation.
Songbird's
Yep.
just going to smile at them.
And I mean, technically, Vero can understand us. He understands Elvish, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, he's
hope
an
he would.
elf.
Okay.
It's just I don't think Elios does. Yeah, so Elios and the Gundlin are just standing there like,
Well, we can fill Elios in, and I feel like Gundolin would be safer if he didn't know what we were saying.
Plausible deniability.
You
And
mean-
all.
And for our protection,
Mm-hmm. Oi.
oh, sure wish I could help.
Does the guy over there that you can seem to hear from over here, Elios, does he ever leave?
Who?
Okay, hold on.
I don't
Let me
know which
zoom
one.
out
You
real
talk
quick to
about the
see.
one by the well or the one by the drawbridge?
The
One
one
by the
screaming,
drawbridge.
yeah, down that way.
The one by the draw. Yeah, he goes. He does. He's in charge of the town. I mean, when Rezmir. Yeah, when Rezmir's not around, he's in charge. This is his town. I mean, he arrived before the castle, and he stays when the castle's not here. But
does he?
word is the castle's leaving and not coming back, and we can't wait for that day. Hopefully, we could drive these people out once they and once my folk get over that fear. But
Insurrection.
well, I don't know about insurrection. I just know that things were a lot better for us when we weren't surrounded by a fog that nobody wants to travel through. I mean, trade is non-existent, and the only people we can do work for are these purple-wearing people that don't want to pay us.
So does all the fog leave the town, or just that big mound whenever they go?
All of it.
Oh,
It's not natural, I tell you.
hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Wondering.
What about
It
Wanda?
is a wondering.
Oh,
Okay, so what if we wait until Waffle Stand leaves his post and then we try to pass using a salute to the guards that would more than likely still be here or still be there?
is
I
this
think that's
still
worth a try.
is this still in Elvish?
Yes, because
Okay.
this fella, it's probably not safe for him to hear
Mhm.
what we're saying.
Yep. It's worth a try and everything. If he can leave that area, that handles that problem. And then we have the salute, the response, and then maybe one of the passcodes the Talus gave us. And so we don't end up like pancakes. Stuck on pancakes now because we're talking about Waffle House.
I have not said one thing about Waffle House. Are we just gonna
Okay, so I'm going to turn this guy and ask him if there's anywhere that he knows of that we could maybe get some rest.
Well, we don't have any like spare inns in the house because these folks have taken most over. But I got a small barn that you can use.
That would be perfect.
Mm-hmm. Stop moving.
It's just on the edge of town. We'll take this path, and he'll lead you down this path over here. But it is off the map.
Okay.
And so he will take you there. It's not a long walk. He'll take you over there, and he'll say, it's not much, but there's room enough for all of you. I wouldn't start any fires or anything. Kind of draw attention to yourself.
Oh, I think we'll be fine.
Yeah, we don't want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well,
Thank you so much. How much do we owe you?
no. I mean, if you're what I think you are, I might owe you. And with that, he's going to turn and walk away.
He must not really like them.
All right. All right. So I feel like we could have Roz go and keep an eye on Waffle House to see when he runs off.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe the rest of us get a short rest while we're waiting.
That would probably be good. And get this on my screen. Just that we can prepare, because I have a feeling us getting there is going to be... We're going to need a lot of meditation. A lot of meditation, maybe a lot of tea, and a lot of good juju.
Luck and inspiration. We're going to need luck and
Mhm.
inspiration. Chat.
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
Oh my goodness. I will remind you that I have 2 inspiration, 2 halflings luck.
For this game?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
I have a note for each game on the table for each game, so I'm sitting there with those. V right away. Who wants it? Who wants it? She's like a dealer. Who you inspo for you and you? Oh my goodness.
On the half.
I want it.
I have 1 inspiration. I don't know who else has anything.
I have inspiration. Let me double
Everybody
check.
but Elios has one.
for
Okay.
Helios?
I said Elios.
Okay, then
Roz?
Elios needs
That's
one
fine.
for
No, I
sure.
said poor Elios.
Oh, poor Elios. Yeah, poor Elios.
I have halfling's luck. Ross has halfling's luck. No one else does.
Okay, so what are you guys doing? You're there. The inspiration was given to Elios from V. Thank you, V. Say thank you, Elios.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
All right. What time is it? It is 10:15. So we're going to take a quick break for a little bit. Yes, we're going to take... Vera also is given halfling's luck because I don't know why. So, thank you, V.
I can put it
Because
on.
V is
Yay.
awesome.
Yes.
And Vero needed Halfling's luck.
I'm
Mhm.
all out, but I'll be lurking. Okay, so we're going to take a quick break because it is like almost 10:30. And then you guys can think about what you're going to do while I think about what you're going to do.
Good luck with that, because I have no idea what we're gonna do.
Neither do I.
Zero.
It's not an easy approach.
It's not. It's not. But I just like.
There we go.
I just think it's funny. All right. So quick break. We'll say like 15 minutes, but I might be back sooner
We're
than
either
that.
gonna
I just want to fill
we're
up my
either
drink.
gonna luck our way into it, or it's gonna all end here.
Oh, it is chapter 8. All right.
Is Chapter 8 the
All right,
last
chat.
chapter?
We'll be back for this book, yes. So, chat, we'll be back in a little bit. Hey, we're back. All right. So, you all have decided to go and bed down in this wheelwright, Gundelin's small, tiny barn. So, you're all together? Remember, it's probably mid-afternoon, because you guys just got here, you moved a couple of things down, you got here early in the morning. So, you still have an entire afternoon. What are you planning on doing?
At the very least, a short rest. Roz was gonna go keep an eye on Waffle House to see when he steps away.
Well, I put Roz over there. Remember, Roz was completely split up from the thing. I would say he eventually would show up, but again, let's not depend too much on Roz. Now, short rest. Yeah, you could sit, have a meal, take a short rest. Is anybody missing anything that they need a short rest for?
I don't think I get anything back from short rests.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, I guess I don't either.
But,
Well, I get key points, but I didn't use any, so.
right. I mean, but you could sit and have lunch. Oh, Lydium's not back in her chair. Perhaps we should wait for her.
I mean, I did say not everyone's back.
You did, and it didn't register when you said it. Sorry. I don't think Elios might not be back either.
Vera, why don't we go steal some wyverns and go get into the castle that way?
Right, that'll work out well. I just have to. I'm sure I could just show them something and they'll invite me right in. Or I live long after that is a different story.
Right.
So I know you said that we got a password and some wording or whatever. Do you actually remember what those passwords were? Because I do not.
All hail Tiamat, and the hand salute was like 5 fingers out.
Okay, so we're gonna hope that that's enough to.
That's the hope.
I mean,
Yeah,
unless
we'll
you've got a
find
better idea.
I don't. I thought there was something else that I forgot. No, I do not have a better idea.
Pringles. We're just waiting for everybody to get back, Jet.
What kind of Pringles?
These are sour cream and cheddar.
Nice.
So, as soon as Lady M gets back. I
You
bought a
just gotta
thing.
come up with something and run with it.
So,
Otherwise, we're gonna stall forever.
so, I buy Pringles fairly regularly. We use them like when we make sandwiches, we put them on the side or whatever. And I like Pringles because one, they're not overly expensive, but like the can is full. Like they're stacked neatly. You know how many are going to be in the can. They're probably the most processed and worst of the chips because no chip can be that uniform. But whatever. The other day I bought a box of a tube of Pringles. Every single chip was broken and crumbs. I was so disappointed. So disappointed.
Was it the tall can or was it one of those like mini cans?
No, big can.
Okay, so that does happen to the mini cans because the way they're packaged, they're not like held in place as well.
Hmm.
And plus, they stack them like sodas, like a 12 pack of sodas,
Mm.
but wider, and so because they're shrink wrapped with plastic with a cardboard base, they tend to just get thrown around all over the place. So they end up broken a lot.
Yeah, it's like, Jesus. What happened to Lydia? Oh, I see her. There's movement. Welcome back.
Stubborn halfling.
Also, Pringles are technically not potato chips.
What did I come into?
I
Pringles?
don't care what they're called. Don't ruin it.
Well, there's potatoes in it and other things, but they make a dough out of it that makes. That's why it's all uniform shaped because it's a dough that makes it. So it's not technically considered a potato chip.
It's so good.
That makes
There's-
sense.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, I don't
It tastes
disagree.
good,
I
that's
love
good
Pringles.
But yeah, I was so disappointed. I got a box of crumbs or a tube of crumbs. Like, what the hell is this?
Didn't stop you from just tilting that can back, did it?
No, I ended up drinking them. I was like, oh.
I
So,
actually didn't realize they were dough light.
all right. So everybody's back. You guys are sitting in the barn, taking a long rest. That just basically contemplating your life choices, trying to figure out what you're going to do with yourselves. Not really eating some trail rations, and you hear some footsteps outside.
I hope to goodness that's Ross.
Are there
Oh,
any
God.
windows for us to look out?
No, it's a barn. So it's just solid. And it's not a very fancy barn. So you just have the door. You do hear the footsteps coming up to the
Okay.
door. What happened, Jenny?
Well, I mean, I'm gonna sort of get into fighting stance. I don't know, get my crossbow ready and wait and see if they come in.
Okay.
See if I can hear any voices.
Hey, easy there. Okay. So you pull out your crossbow, get ready, and you aim at the door, and the door will like slowly creak open, and you'll see Gundolin kind of like peeking in. It's like, "Hi, I figured you might want some like real food." And he'll come in carrying a little tray.
That was kind of you.
Well, I mean, up until a year ago, we were hospitable, friendly.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not much, but some warm bread and some stew. Take the chill off. Go and he kind of sets it on the ground in between all of you because you're all sitting on the ground.
Well, thank you.
So he'll sit down. He says, "So, do you feel better?" About
A
this
little
time, the
restless.
door will swing open and Roz will walk in.
Well, rest usually is a decent thing. Somewhere's gonna look up at the door.
This one had to circle around the entire village.
Did you enjoy your loop?
No.
Did you find out anything?
No. I tried to avoid being seen.
Is Waffle House still at his post?
Who?
Big purple, gruff sounding one.
The dark-skinned, hairless one?
Yeah, with the purple and barking orders. Yes, that would be it.
As far as I know, he's still there. Gundolin is just standing there, like wide-eyed, looking up at Roz. Is that a catfolk?
The Vaxi.
What's that?
Definitely don't call them cat folk.
Cat folk. That's what a tabaxi is. It's cat folk.
So, I'm gonna say I'm a bit confused, but that's well met. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Back with your tongue.
Yeah. You might say that be true. Also, add one. Why are you poking your side of your head?
Did you say add one?
I'll do it.
I think. Let me switch my earbud.
Yeah, you're talking about Othelin? Yeah, he'll be there all day. Othelstan and his boys guard that road and the entrance to like nobody's business.
Right, but when we asked you, you said that they do leave their post.
Yeah, to sleep. I mean, they're not. Everybody's got to sleep.
Right, so I was just
More or
checking
less.
with my friend here to see if he had gone to go to sleep. That's kind of what we're waiting for.
Oh, it's midday, ma'am. They won't be going to sleep until nightfall.
Who stands on guard at nightfall?
Well, the statues and the castle, the drawbridge is put up. Not fully.
Wait, is there actual statues that are?
Oh, yeah.
Statues that turn you into a pancake.
Yeah, the ones that squish you like grape.
I was thinking the same thing.
I mean,
Do they just say that, or have you seen them move?
well, you have to know the secret password to get past them. I think there's a couple of catchphrases that will get you past. I've overheard that if you say Hail Belgothkos or Balgothkos, Belgotkus. That's it, Belgotkus. If you say Hail Belgotkus, they won't squish you.
Who is that?
Belgakis?
Oh, well, that's the giant that owns the castle.
It's a giant word. I look at uh Roz, since he's the only one I know of that speaks giant.
Wait, what was the question that you asked,
Yeah,
Roz? Because I
looking
didn't
at
hear.
him to confirm if the word is giantkin, like if it's a giant word.
He looks at you, nods, and goes, "Cloud giant."
That's good to know.
But why?
Wait, so were those big things on the walls giants?
We could tell through the fog, right?
I told you how tall they looked.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wait.
But he's
Are you talking
asking.
about in
I
the
think
front or at the keep?
I'm not sure
Just
now.
generally asking the group as a player, realizing that it was noticed that large creatures were on the walls, and now a giant. We were just told a giant owns the castle, so my players just kind of putting it together.
It's like there were the statues in the front that I saw. I couldn't see anything on top.
Yeah,
Jin-
there were two basically giants on the gatehouse. On either side of the gatehouse.
Roz will say this makes no sense. Giants and the dragons hate each other. Why would Giant help the dragon cult? Gundolin will say,
Maybe they're twisting his arm in some way.
Or lying to him.
Good, and we'll say, but
Mm-hmm.
Gundolin will say, oh, you could also say, what's the 5-headed one? Tiamat. You could say her name and our mother and strength. The giants won't squish. They might not squish you then either. But I mean, if you make it
Hail Tiamat, mother and strength. That's the whole phrase, or two separate.
no hail, just Tiamat.
Okay. But that's not as likely to get us to pass as the other one.
I only know what I've been told. These could be just rumors, ma'am.
There's always a little truth to rumors.
Are you willing to bet your life on it?
Don't have much of a choice.
I am.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. The changeover. No one stands guards except for the statue. Drawbridge is partially raised, not fully.
At night, yeah.
how high is partially raised?
Maybe about 8 feet off the ground.
Oh, that's not.
No, I was thinking about it higher.
I mean, if we can get past the statues. Oh, I'll sign to Virginia. If we can get past the statues, they'll assume we're in there. Or we're supposed to be there.
Yeah. And then maybe if we can talk to this giant that owns the castle. Because if giants don't get along with the dragon cult for the most part, there's got to be something going on as to why he's helping them.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything that's common knowledge on why or on how anything that the giants would have that would align with the cults that would make them want to at least be temporary allies?
Who are you asking that question to?
That's a TM question. If there's general knowledge or anything that we would know.
You can roll a history check.
I can certainly try.
Eh. You're not sure.
Can I
Sounds
roll a
about right.
check?
No, you can't. Because they were talking in sign language. No.
That's fair.
Alright, I'm gonna roll a history check since I'm a cleric and a sage, and it's possible that I might know something.
And have some sage advice for us.
And that counts.
She's not.
It
sharing
does.
password.
So, Jenny, you know the basics of like dragons and giants, like literally do not get along. Dragons and giants hate each other. They're at a constant like. There was a war that happened before man walked, and they've hated each other since. Giants hunt dragons and use their skins and pelts for like clothing. Hey, Raiders, welcome in, Drake. What's going on, man? Oh, I just like mugged myself with the freaking mic.
I was waiting.
Oh, I got an itch on my face and I forgot it was there because it's so out of the way and discreet that I didn't realize that it was in the way. Anyway, so
Do we need to get you a light up mic?
I do not need to light up my. Hey, Gorvidal, how are you doing? Thank you for the subscription. Welcome in, guys. We are on chapter 8 of Horde of the Dragon Queen, and my party is trying to plan how they're going to assault the castle. I don't know what that was, but okay. So that's where we're at just currently right now. And I was telling Genius. So yes, dragons. This is a like millennia long thing. Evidently, the one of the dragons tricked the father of the giants. They played a game and they basically won certain powers or abilities, and the giants have never forgiven the dragons for it. So they hate each other. In fact, like this is a hatred like dwarves and orcs.
Oh,
So yes, this doesn't make any sense to you. Like, why would a giant be here? Makes absolutely no sense. I mean, like all things in all races, there are exceptions. Maybe this particular giant is an exception. But I mean, their hatred runs deep.
Well, I think the only way we're going to find out what the story is to try and find the giant that owns the castle and maybe sweet talk him into telling us something.
is this still in sign language?
I don't know. I was just about to ask, how are you saying this?
In sign language to Vero.
Okay. Yeah, so everybody else is just...
Some of us picked up useful skills.
Yeah, okay, except you two are the only two that are sharing information.
Now,
Well, I mean, the guy is still standing there.
Oh, he is. He's just looking and he's actually telling us. So they speak with their hands too?
Those two speak with their hands. Those two speak another language, and I'm just here sometimes.
Oh. Must be very lonely for you.
No, me and him share tea a lot.
Oh, good tea is, like, not easy to come by.
I agree.
So now there's a third conversation going on.
beautiful.
Songbird's just munching on food.
I mean, that sounds like as good as a plan as we're gonna get. We might be able to hope for the cell level hatred to assist us in our what we're doing.
So you're signing this to Ginia.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna assume you two are talking in sign language until you say different.
It's a fair assessment.
Okay. Elios, are you talking?
All right, so I'm gonna turn to
Okay.
What's his name, and kind of
Gundren?
shoo him out.
Gundolin?
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't even know his name. How am I supposed to know his name?
It's Gundolin. It's like one of the easiest names in this whole campaign. Gundolin.
You just said it.
I know I said it
different
wrong.
twice.
No, I said it wrong the first time and
Okay.
then I fixed it, but it's Gundolin.
All right. Well, I'm gonna try to kind of shoo him out so we can make a plan.
Oh, okay. But
We really need to rest.
oh, okay. But I can
Unless
help.
you have something
Okay.
else that you need to tell us.
I don't know what you don't know. You keep having conversations that I don't understand.
You get used to it.
Oh, how do you help them?
I try my best.
Oh, but do they shoo you out too?
No, they just have conversations I don't understand right in front of me.
Oh. Okay. Well, I guess if you need
I mean, if you
anything.
feel like you have some information that would be useful to us, that would be great.
Well, the
Passwords
information
were
you have
good.
provided is, well, just to clarify also.
Mhm.
Well,
Yep,
I
the
mean,
passwords were really good, and the timing, it's very good. That helps a lot. We appreciate it.
I've told you what I know, but I don't know if there's something. Elias is very soft spoken. Yeah. I've told you what I know, but I don't know what you might want to know. And if you have further questions, I can't. I guess you can come find me and ask me. But if you need anything, I guess I'll just go over here and see if I can, learn some more stuff.
So, do you know if why the giant would be working with the dragons?
No, that I don't know. I could tell you about coming and goings in the town. I'm not allowed in the castle.
Is there anybody that would be coming or going into town that might be a problem for us if we are trying to get into the castle after the drawbridge is slightly up and everyone has gone to bed?
Would any ask that question again, Ginia?
Is there anyone that would be in town that would cause a problem for us if we are trying to get into the castle after the drawbridge is partially up and Waffle House and his guards have gone to bed?
So Waffle House and his guards would definitely be the most trouble. The ogres might be a bit of a problem. The statues would definitely be a problem. And if the black lizard ever shows up, yeah, that she might be a problem.
Resmere.
Yeah, Resmere. Oh yeah, the red robed ones.
Red robed?
Yeah.
There's more than the one?
Last time I saw there were 3 of them. But they were allowed into the castle.
Mm-hmm.
Was one of them bald?
Well, they were wearing hoods, and I didn't reckon that I should get any closer than I did.
That's fair. Just a question. You saw him and I didn't.
Okay. That kind of brings. Huh. I'm going to save that comment for later.
Okay. I mean, I don't. If you were to try to sneak, like, storm the castle, I think you would all die a very painful death. If you're trying to sneak in, uh, that's good luck. But I don't have any information what's on the other side.
Okay. And what was the phrasings that you said again? Tiamat.
I don't
Not
remember.
beloved mother.
It's not beloved mother.
Our mother
It's
in strength.
our mother in strength.
Our mother in strength. And the other one was Hail
Oh,
Beelzebub.
goth. Bow, goth, cuss, or something along those lines.
Velgothus. Wait. Okay. I can't think of anything else to ask. What do you think?
I can't think of anything.
Everything we would need to know, he doesn't have access to because it would be inside the castle.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I can't be more help.
Oh no.
No,
you
you've
were
been
great
very
help.
helpful.
He'll smile a little bit and then basically see himself out.
So, with the Red Wizards, it looks like he's made it through and he's got the two others, but I wonder if he still holds to what he said before because of Riro's tattoo.
Wait, what about the Red Wizard?
What? Who?
Remember the Red Wizard, Jaws?
I know who you're talking about. I didn't quite catch what you said about him. I
Oh,
didn't catch what you
Jaws.
And it clicked on him. So remember he had said that because of your tattoo on your back, it bought us some time before giving like an official stance on if they're going to help the cult or not.
Well, he said he wasn't going to tell them about us right away.
Mm-hmm.
And then if we did anything to endanger them, they would kill us. I don't know, outside of that, any other power we hold where they would assist us. They would just observe to see. Probably using our our escapades as reasons not to trust and or, you know, leverage their side of the negotiation.
Hmm. Just imagine
And
what the
that's
three
one of
together
them. We
had
can't.
caused the issues.
I mean,
Mhm.
and that's just one of them. That does not mean that the other two are going to be on have the same opinion.
Yeah. Go flashing everyone your back. You can't touch me. No, just kidding.
I mean, there was also the option that just led to immediate sacrifice. So I mean, there that is still on the table.
Yeah, I try not to think about that part. All right, so I guess we're just waiting until night falls. and then figuring out how to get
All right.
onto the.
So you're quietly waiting for nightfall.
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody roll a perception check.
Boy,
No.
Ove.
Perception.
regular or
Regular?
You have two options. You have two perception options.
Unleaded.
Unleaded.
okay.
I don't understand where you don't have two, you only have one.
In the tower or not in the tower is what I think she
Oh.
means.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no. Tower. Always in the tower. Who's missing?
I almost grabbed persuasion instead of perception.
Alright, Vera. You feel a trembling.
The ground shaketh beneath my feet. No.
Yes, it
I'll
is.
ask if anyone else feels that.
Roz looks at you and drops down to a knee and puts his claws on the ground. He says, "Earthquake?"
You don't think they're taking off now, do you?
I don't know what else would shake the ground.
Except for giants walking around.
Is it a steady shake or is it a
It's
shake,
not a
pause, shake?
It's not a pause shake. It's steady.
It's a steady shake.
And it's getting worse.
And it's getting worse. So I think we're running out of time. Should we quickly throw on our robes and head that direction? If we haven't already done that.
I mean, yeah, I suppose we should. I don't know how long it takes for a castle to take off, but
Nor do I,
Yep.
but
We just
chances
got-
are if they're taking off, they're keeping an eye out. So probably going to only they're going to allow maybe the last bit of people on. We should be able to pass. Hopefully now.
Yep, let's go.
Yep.
Quickly throw on robes and head out towards the castle.
Zoom out.
Okay. Roz is going to basically circle around. Stop right there, Vera. So you guys are heading this way. Roz is kind of lingering in the bushes. You guys are running behind Roz or Vera. I want you all to roll initiative.
Oh boy.
Foxy disconnected.
Did she?
Didn't
Yeah, even her
Discord,
stream went
but
down.
it's like she doesn't have her character anymore on.
Alright, we'll give her a few
And her
minutes.
stream's down too. Probably the weather.
Probably. I've been in and out for a bit now. She just disconnected.
There she goes.
Yep.
Oh, she just sent me a message. Hold on. We lost power. I'm sending this from my phone. Oh no. So
Cliffhanger.
I guess so.
Meow. You all run out. Roll initiatives. Actually, that's about right for you.
I wasn't trying to do
To be
that.
fair, he didn't blame that one.
Hold on. Let me set up the scenario here. I'm missing one guy. Where is he? This guy over here. Okay. I think that one's gonna go away for now.
The first time I'm wearing this jacket, and it is so comfy. I love it.
I want a comfy jacket. No.
It's so soft inside.
So speaking of which, since you're already all comfy, and yeah, now I want that jacket, but
It's an UGG
you're
jacket.
definitely gonna be you're gonna be colder than it is here. Are you guys having any like the ice warnings or anything like that?
Probably.
Oh, you just don't
It's
know.
not supposed. No, I don't think there's any like rainfall until Thursday.
Tomorrow? Thursday.
Everything always freezes once it rains up here, so it's not a big surprise. But it's not supposed to rain until Thursday.
All right.
I
So
still have a little bit of moisture, but not much.
there's nothing we can do. I'm gonna roll initiative, Virginia.
Roll good.
Mm-hmm. You should be mad.
Oh, it was on a 20, and so you said roll good.
Don't put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. You rolled it.
All right, now I gotta roll the initiative for all the good guys.
No, we already rolled.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna roll the initiative for all the heroes.
Yeah, we already rolled.
Okay. Hold on. I need to take this one and put it to nothing. I need to take, which one is this? That's one. I need to take this one, put it to nothing. Okay. So, Vero, you're running around the corner. Okay? And you just see a line of guards. Behind them, Captain Waffle House.
Nope.
Just to the left flank of the guards, a Wyvern with a Dragonclaw rider. And one Dragonclaw on the ground. So this one is supposed to be on there, and this one is there. Okay? So,
Lovely welcome party.
and basically they appear to be waiting for you when you come around the corner. To the point that the first one reacts by throwing a spear at you. And that's basically where we're going to have to stop, because I don't want Foxy to miss out on this. And I don't have an idea what time her power is going to come back on, so
He has no idea.
right, we have no idea, and I don't want her to miss out. So that's basically what happens. You come around the corner, and a spear comes flying at you, Vera. Now, the reason you may have not realized these people were sitting here is because you're looking up at the cloud rising up out of the, basically out of the ground. And there's this large cloud, and in this cloud you can see the silhouette and realize how massive this castle is. It is at least 60 to 100 feet tall with towers and spires, and then it has a base beneath it that's another like 60 to 100 feet. as this cloud rises up, and you can just see the silhouette through it. So you can see the spires, and you can see the base of it. You can see the castle, and its multi-tiered arrangement, and it's just floating up into the air. Just this massive rock floating up into the air. And as you're watching that happen, you realize out of the corner of your eye that a spear is coming towards you.
Rude.
I know. I wish I could show you a picture of it without giving away too much of it. You don't have her. Let me see if I can find one. I guess I could show you this one. It doesn't. I don't like that it has like certain things revealed. That just kind of bugs me. Hold on.
Everyone look for the hidden things.
No. No. Rude. All right. Oh, okay. I could do that. I know what I'll do. Hold on.
Jump for the one little plumbing part that's always dangling down for some reason from all floating islands.
What? No. Hold on. I'm putting a mask on it, and then I'm just going to reveal areas. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Okay, so hold on.
Yeah, I just don't know. Why are they so violent?
Why, who's so violent? Who's violent?
We're on your
But
side.
whoever it was that just threw a fucking spear at me.
We were tattled on.
Why do you think you were tattled on?
For them to be so ready for us? We were tattled on.
Yeah, but you spent long enough here that like they were able to make moves and stuff. Yeah, that's true. I would say that's a fair-ish assessment. Okay, this will let me reveal this to you without giving too much. Okay. And for size,
There's a banana for scale.
yeah, there's a banana for scale. Okay, so as it rises up into the air, you see this image. Okay, and the clouds kind of like bellow around it as it rises up, and then they will form around it again, but mostly around like around the base of it. Okay, so you can see this as it's unhidden. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Okay, so this is what you see. So you can get an idea from here to here. All right, So you get an idea how big this thing is. I need to draw an arrow. Where are my little 2 bars? Okay. So from here to here, that wall,
Mhm.
that's over 40 feet.
Big place.
Mm-hmm.
That's a weird looking enterprise.
Where do you get Enterprise? So this is the gatehouse that you saw. This is the portion that you saw on the ground. This is all what was hidden inside the clouds. And then this area right here is a big ass rock. So you could see the rock. In the rock, you could see like caves cutting through. The rock looks a lot like ice. In fact, the entire place looks like ice and snow.
I was about to say, oh, look, it's Snow Castle.
Yeah, it kind of has that feel. These are towers that like rise up into the air, like about 100 something feet. Okay. So yes, this is what you're looking at as it rises up into the air, shaking the ground. And that is why you ran right smack dab into these guys. All right.
Bah.
Now, because we do not, like I said, we do not want to pass up Foxy. We want to give her a chance. We're going to wait for her to come back. So we will pick this up next week. Right? Yeah, next week. There's no reason.
Good.
All right, cool. Everybody, thank you for coming by, hanging out. Sorry I got to cut it short, but one of the players lost power to their home, and it wouldn't be fair to continue without her, especially since she's the healer. They're going to need her. And I already have one character to play. Are you the healer?
No, but I'm saying
Okay, then.
I can help her.
I know you can help, but you're not the healer. So we're going to start.
Not with that attitude.
Oh my god. So we're going to start there. It's going to be interesting, to say the least. And we'll see how it goes from there. But yes, the castle you're here to reach is leaving without you.
Yeah.
And then our next game is Thursday. We'll be back here Thursday for some Dragonlance, which I haven't played in forever, it feels like, and I'm very excited to play again. So there's always that. For right now, we're gonna go raid. I don't know who we're gonna raid. Let's see who's out there to raid. Let's keep it going. Oh, Main Cow's live right now. So, for those of you who don't know, Main Cow is Alfie on Thursday. She is playing the Kender. She is a ball of chaos in real life. And it kind of goes into her character. So we're just going to raid her. I don't know how much longer she's going to be going, but it should be fun nonetheless. She's a very talented individual, and we love her. So go over there, show her love, say hi. She's doing arts. She's very artistic. She's always doing something fantastic. Anyway, that's really about it. So we will see all of you hopefully Thursday, if not next Tuesday. All right? Say goodnight, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.